Okay, so today we are going to get introduced to a poet. His name is Edgar Allan Poe. Have you heard of Edgar Allan Poe?
I've heard it's creepy.
Yes, that is correct. That is very accurate. He is known for his creepy stories. What's some other words for creepy?
Scary.
Scary, good. What else?
Terrifying.
Fine, good. Or words like, let's see, dark or sad, right? Yes, he's known for writing also about death and murders. So that is why it is creepy. But today we are going to look at part of his poem. It's called The Raven. Do you know what a raven is?
No.
Okay, a raven is have you heard of a crow?
Yes.
Okay, a raven is very similar to a crow. They're just slightly different in size.
Blackbird.
Yes, it is a blackbird. Very good. So raven. So this poem is called The Raven. What do you think this poem is about? What do you think of when you think of a raven?
Death.
Yes. Okay, good. So is it going to be happy?
No.
No. Okay, so good. That's good. So that's good that you're kind of thinking about how this will already be. Okay, so now knowing what Edgar Allan Poe is known for and knowing about The Raven, we're going to read. We're not gonna get through it because it's a long poem, but we're gonna read the first parts and we're gonna talk. And you're gonna need your pen and paper. Hold on. Your pen and paper here soon. We're gonna read. Let's just read. I'll just read the first line. And I just want you to listen right now. I'll read the first paragraph, and you can read along and try to pick out what this is talking about. So, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. So, what ideas did you get? What did you understand from this?
Somebody was knocking on a guy's door.
Yes, very good.
While he was thinking.
Yes, very good. Very good. So, what are some adjectives in here? Let's pick out some of the adjectives that were used. Even if you don't know what the word is, if you think it's an adjective, let's go through and pick them out. What do you think?
Dreary.
Dreary, good. Why don't you write it down? Dreary, good. What are some other ones?
Quaint and curious.
Yes, very good. Quaint and curious.
Do I need to know what these mean?
No, not necessarily. Good. Good. What about
forgotten?
Forgotten. Good. What about look for words? So dreary is an adjective. Do you know dreary?
No.
Okay. Why do you think it's an adjective?
Because it's near midnight.
Good. Good. Very good. Awesome. What about this ending Y? Do adjectives often end with the E sound with a Y? Dreary. Okay, so as we were saying, so adjectives often end with a Y. So you just found
weary.
Weary. Good. Okay. So good. Now let's look. Oh, and what's another adjective?
Weak.
Weak. Good. Good. Okay. So, good. Now let's look at these. Which ones do you not know the meaning of?
Dreary and quaint.
Okay, dreary and quaint. Okay,
curious, forgotten, weary, and weak.
Okay, good. I'm impressed that you know weary. Very good. Okay, so let's take a look at dreary. what, based on the sentence, what would be your guess? What do you think that dreary means?
Dark?
Yeah, good.
Is midnight?
Good, very good, very good. So, and if, let's just look, if he is weak and weary while he's thinking, pondering his thinking, while he's thinking weak and weary, do you think, what kind of a midnight do you think it is? Dark, and what are some other words?
Tiring?
Tiring, yeah. Yeah, so very good. Yeah, so dreary, it's dark, it's tiring, it's not pleasant. It's kind of, it's bleak. There's
What is bleak?
bleak is like dreary. Bleak, it means there's no color. There's no color. It's very colorless and dark. Dreary is more dark. Bleak is just colorless. But yeah, so do you kind of understand what dreary means? Okay, do you think you can write a sentence using dreary? So I'll give a sentence first. I'll give a sentence. Let's see. The afternoon had cloudy skies and was very dreary.
The night was dreary?
Yeah, that's exactly. Very good, very good. So yeah,
Can
dreary.
you say the work is dreary?
You could. You could say, yeah, work is dreary. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. Yeah, dreary is more often used for weather or the time of day. So you'd more often hear it with midnight or the afternoon or the weather. Yeah, so it's more to do with weather and time. Good. Okay. And quaint. So what do you think quaint means? What is this? Let's look at the other adjective. What's the other adjective here?
Curious.
Good. So what is something that might go along with curious?
Something new?
Good.
Not seen before?
Good. Yeah, so that is a very good guess. Quaint is actually, this is a hard one that you'd probably want to look up, but quaint is like cute. And it's small, it's nice. Yeah. Quaint and curious volume. Very good. Okay. Good. So, and do you know what lore means?
No.
Okay. If I say folklore, have you ever heard of that? Okay. Lore is like story, but they're like myths and legends. But they're just what people have told for a long time. They're stories that people have told for a long time, and nobody knows if they're true. So that it's often called folklore. You can write down folklore if you want. Good.
F-O-K?
F-O-L-K. Sorry. Folklore. Very good. Awesome. Okay, good. So, for your homework, this is quite a lot of vocabulary in just those little bits. But for your homework, try to write some sentences with the new vocabulary that you learned today. I think we are good. All right.